And we're back.
Oh boy, that was quick.
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of A-POD-Calypse now.
How long has it been?
It's been a long time.
Yeah, we've had a busy few weeks and months.
Yes,
Yeah.
months actually.
Yeah, it feels like it's been that way. So
When did our friend Mr. Goodbar get released? What's this been since?
like a month ago?
And then we did it a month before.
No, it wasn't a month ago. I take that back. It was like 2-3 weeks ago.
Okay.
Because I was out of town. I was across the pond.
Did we capture him after we got back in May? Or
No, it was before.
It was before, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was early
April.
Yeah, early April. That was late April.
Yeah, loyal listeners, we obviously hoard some episodes at times. I try my best, but these guys.
Yeah, we wanted to release the special edition with Jabba the Hutt. Just
I was told the 4K wasn't ready.
that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay. Well, it's good to be back.
More stormtroopers.
Yeah, it's good to be back.
Yeah. So what's been going on, guys?
Summer slumber has been greatly interrupted by
Work.
clients.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
It's a good thing, though, right?
yeah, I mean, I guess,
You're really selling it.
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
Still struggling through that. Used to be, it'd be a quick, yeah, beats the alternative. And I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe not, but
Careful, your jade is showing.
right.
No, it's okay.
Let me pull my jade up a little.
We're still debating on opening this bait and gummy shop.
Bait and gummy shop.
Yeah, down there on the lake. Oh, that'd be awesome.
Good news is everything will be shaped similarly.
Yeah.
One way or another, you're walking out with what you need, whether you know it or not.
Fish are gonna be fucked.
Yeah. And
and
a lot of flossing of worms out of gum lines for the poor bastard that got them mixed up.
and this marijuana tastes like minnows.
Right. It's fishy. Oh, well, what are you going to do?
I'm going to want to see a business plan here. I want to see this.
Right.
We've been here
Our
3 minutes. I'm
proposal
already
and-
fogging up. I'm so sweaty.
Whoa, you're talking about your glasses?
Yes.
Or your inside?
My mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I will have to say before I forget,
Sponsorship time.
yeah, cornbread, the opportunity is here.
I know.
Speaking of cornbread, I was delighted to see it sold out quick, so I won't be seeing it, but they are included in the Flyover Film Festival documentary on Cornbread Mafia.
Yep.
Has been brought to life. Did you?
Yeah, we shot some of that.
Wondered if you guys didn't get pulled in.
I think
So that'll be at the Speed, I think 2 nights with a Q&A or one with a Q&A, but sold out, so.
is that August 20 something?
I don't know.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Way to be on top.
Podcast won't.
Yeah, I think like
Yeah, don't worry. This will be out in mid-October.
No.
yeah, it's a Halloween episode.
Ooh,
Ooh,
scary.
happy Halloween. Anyway, Cornbread Mafia, lots of slots open for your advertisements.
The Flyover Film Festival. I want to say that I'm kind of
August?
doing a little quick check here. I want to say that one of our previous guests is working on.
Yes, Mr. Carney?
Yes.
Yeah. I think I saw something from him. Yeah.
Yeah, he's. I think they're doing a little fundraiser, possibly for a short film he's going to be working on, something like that. So shout
Nice.
out to Scott and his guys for
Yeah.
put a little something together for him. So if you're a film fan, and check that out.
On a similar note, the clock is still ticking on legislators figuring out how the stuff doesn't get banned.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I don't know how much time they've got left, but
They seem to
it's
be
TikTok.
They seem to be really, really focused on the needs of the American people right now.
Right. We're just prioritizing through. I mean, housing bill, I think, once they
It's a long
Yeah,
list.
yeah,
it'll
It's a
be,
long list.
yeah.
And I don't know, did you guys have a 20-minute conversation with Mitch McConnell as well? 'Cause
Oh, no, 100%.
Seems like everybody else.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, I spoke at him.
He wanted me to share with other folks that, yes, he's keeping an eye on the Middle East and very concerned about that. He also had a lot of thoughts about the reflecting pool. But then he sort of, at some point, then somebody gets on the phone and just said it's over. And I was like, I get no goodbye. He just sort of trailed off.
Well, you guys saw Parker and him working out the other day,
Well, that's not
which is sort of nice.
Yeah.
I mean, he said they talked about, the Iran war
right.
and Taco Bell sauces.
Right.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
The only thing I could picture him is laying there in a Hawaiian shirt and sunglasses.
Yeah, totally.
It's like the Weekend at Bernie's
dude.
extended version.
And
That's been going on for years.
And I guess you saw our boy Scott Jennings talking about his conversation. And it was so weird. I was just sort of flipping through the television last night, and I don't want to say it, but I think he's wearing eyeliner now. I think he's doing a JD Vance.
Well, he's already decided he needs some facial hair.
Yes.
Come on, dude. Repackage all you want, Scott.
It's
He's rebranding.
yeah.
Soft launch.
I switching topics. We had talked about this a long time ago. The Slate truck. Did you see that?
God!
The price was really released on that.
I love that truck.
Is that the bare bones one?
Yeah. I know we kind of.
What's the price line?
It's too much, honestly.
Oh, I thought it was 20. I thought it was around 20.
No, it's 25.
That's still 25.
That's still great.
Yeah, but you look at what you get, though. You get kind of nothing.
Well, here's the thing: is I don't know if you guys have seen, like in the EU, they're already.
That's Europe.
They're mandating and regulating that cars will have driver face cameras.
Oh, really? Oh,
so, like, if you're in an accident or whatever, they can see if the driver was paying attention, whatever. But there's all these privacy issues with this.
Yeah.
And
like who controls that?
And that's what folks are saying now. It's like, man, I want a bare bones vehicle that doesn't have all these.
Yeah, but it doesn't have. It has like crank windows, radio.
Dude, that's fine. That's
nothing.
Fine. That's fine.
For $25,000,
there's no radio.
Yeah, but for $25,000, it puts you in a brand new vehicle for $25,000
with no gas, all electric.
But I think it's about 5 to 6 too much. I think it should be under 20. I think under 20 would have been the sell.
That would have to be seriously. The only people that can do that right now is China.
Yeah,
and we're not ever going to be importing those.
Our relationship, precludes that.
Well, anyway, I was very interested in it until I saw the price tag. I'm like, not so much now. I love the idea.
Yeah.
I love
25 with an automatic window and a radio.
Well, the radio doesn't bother me so much because that is, you can put your phone in and a speaker attachment, or you got an iPad or whatever.
I just like the modular aspect of it.
I do too.
Yeah. Because you could totally design your full interior that you want to.
Yeah. And exterior.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can wrap it. You can make it look more like an SUV, things like that.
Or the fastback is kind of cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's where I think it's sort of cool. And you know what? I don't know if you need all that stuff anymore. It's like
Jason does.
Well, because I look at my car.
I want to go to the drive and just I want to do this.
Yeah,
but speaking of, by the way, the new Scouts, their Windows automatic. You have cranks, but it's just the form factor for the automatic window.
And I love all the Scout looks at the gorgeous vehicle.
Yeah,
and
that should fall in around 25 too, right?
Yeah, times 4. Yeah. I would love. That's on my wish list. That truck, the Scout.
I love the new Land Cruisers.
Yeah.
They have that FJ.
It's not 25,000.
It's not like you said.
This episode brought to you by AutoTrader.com. AutoTrader.
An Indian nickel.
An Indian nickel.
Well, I forgot that one. Thrifty nickel was one too, right?
Oh, was it? Oh, sorry, it was thrifty nickel.
Yeah.
Indian nickel was.
Well, I think it used to be until they're like, "Hey, man, we shouldn't be using this."
As the jerk, you just crying as you throw the paper away and throw it on the ground.
Exactly. What's going to be really interesting though, see Ford is supposedly coming out with a lower cost EV.
Yeah,
as well.
Yeah, another little pickup truck.
And I've seen some spy photos of that. That could be another interesting.
Yeah, they're saying that's for around 30,000.
Yeah,
which has power windows.
You're going to want them power windows.
I'm telling you, man.
I'm real stickler for power windows.
TBD on the radio.
Well, let's not waste any more time, shall we?
We're done with.
Yeah, I think we're done. I've said enough about power windows.
Check that box.
Nice.
Well, it's Friday. I don't want to.
What can we do to elevate the brain trust in this space currently? We got to bring somebody in.
Yes, we need to elevate
or I could just leave.
That would help. If you left,
I think that's actually the best.
I think it's a great.
But we do have somebody, so you can stay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great.
So this person is going to elevate us spiritually. How about that? How's that sound?
Mm-hmm.
Let me give you a little introduction to who this person is. She is, her title is officially boss lady / owner / yoga mama, and owner of her own yoga studio. She is a graphic designer. That's how actually I got to know her. Stop that. From there, she actually decided to take a leap of faith and start her own business by becoming a yoga studio owner. And then from then on, she's actually now selling paintings. So she's like a real artist, like a real artist, guys, not one of these fake people. So let's just jump right into it. Welcome to the show, Kat Scott.
Yay.
So glad to be here.
That was a terrible intro. I apologize for that.
Oh, it was good.
Intro. It was based on the words I provided.
It was, yeah. So I did zero research. So.
Just trying to scrape your brain. Like, what do I remember from 12 years ago?
Yeah.
So we do know Kat from a brief stay that she had running through our production team years ago. Do you remember the years that, or year? I don't know. You were there briefly.
I have to think of everything in terms of how old my daughter was at the time.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think I was pregnant when I was brought
Yep.
on, and then she was maybe 1 or 2 when I left the team. So 2013, 2012, 2013.
Sounds right.
Do you remember the first connection you had with that old office? And was it an in-person, or did you do the whole via Zoom or something and no one realized you were packing heat until they offered you the job? Because that was brilliant, by the way.
Zoom didn't exist then. This was
Zoom, yes, this was pre-Zoom.
Pre-Zoom. Okay. Okay.
If it existed, nobody had heard of it.
Right.
No, I was like 8 weeks pregnant, I think, when I interviewed for the job. And I was like, oh, God, they're not going to want to hire me. But they did, and they were so sweet.
Well, did you not say that till the very end after they offered? And then like, oh, and by the way, I'm pregnant, so I'm going to be taking off here in a few weeks.
Yeah. Waited until I got the job offer, and I'm like, by the way.
By the by. So what year do you think that was?
So you worked with Rick Boone when you were there. Did you guys take maternity leave at the same time? Or?
no. Rick just looked pregnant. He actually was.
Gotcha.
Yeah. What year did you?
12,000.
12?
2012.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that sounds right. 11.
No, it would have been early.
So
early 2013. It was early 2013 because I had my daughter at the end of 2013.
Okay.
Yes, I think
Yeah.
that's right.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then when was 502?
2014.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was looking for. I knew it was like you got in, you were like, yeah, I'm cool. Peace out.
Yeah, basically.
Well, it was after, because we did some office shifting too. Like I used to be upstairs, and we had some people come in. Like you had come in, Jessica had come in, and then there was somebody else that had come in just recently. And so we had like a kind of, we wanted to move offices around, and then I took that office downstairs, and we actually shared office for a little bit. And I think
that.
that's probably when she said, "I got to get out of here."
Yeah. She's like, I'm not.
I hate his musical choices.
I'm not doing it.
It was really just because the office was super cold.
Yeah.
I was like,
It was
I
super
need to get out of
cold.
here.
That was my next question. It was like,
How
why
cold was the office?
did you get into like yoga and becoming a business owner and just like totally switching professions? Was it because of your interaction with these guys?
Yeah. No, it's because I'm a crazy person. That's why. Yeah.
Welcome to the club.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, talk us through a little bit about that, because that's a huge leap to make, to go from, I mean, on a couple of levels. Number one, completely shifting and following your passion. I assume you'd been a practitioner for quite a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then to shift in, like, not only am I going to focus my time on this, I'm also going to brick and mortar this shit, and we're going to do it. Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, crazy.
Yeah. No.
Also, I had a 4-month-old daughter when I opened the business.
Perfect time to do it.
Yeah,
Perfect.
insane.
Ideal.
Yeah, I think that I had a fantasy of what it was like to run a business. I'll have so much freedom.
Yeah, I'm going to quit this 9 to 5.
Yeah.
Right,
Losers.
And now
Well,
over
and originally,
24/7.
I didn't even plan on quitting the 9 to 5. I was like, by the way, I'm going to be running this business on the side while I also raise a 4-month-old child, manage a household, all the other things that people do and with their time. So it was just really,
And we traveled too for that job too. You know,
did travel for that job.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Did we drag her around a couple of times?
Yeah. ISEF a couple times, yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah.
It's other
You were
places,
pregnant when
maybe?
you were going to ISEF?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
we've done that to lots of
Oh yeah,
Come on.
Most women who come to ISEF, it's like a Tracy
no.
Morgan thing.
I'm not talking about like showing up at ISEF and becoming pregnant. I'm talking about-
that I know of, that has not happened.
There's no time for that.
yeah.
Don't be ridiculous.
Well, and your first location was there, Bardstown Road. Was it Dundee area there?
Yep, right there near Twig and Leaf. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, it's the first location and still there. Still existing.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, I love it. I love it, but it's crazy town. It is so much work, you guys.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. No, it can be.
Why did nobody tell me?
Isn't it nice when you just go to sleep at night and not have to worry about any of this stuff? Oh, well,
Wait,
yeah.
what's that like?
Exactly. Yeah.
So let's go back even further.
Okay.
We love a good origin story.
Oh, yes.
You know, so as I said, we hired you as a graphic designer.
Mm-hmm.
So where is the art that you put out there is design, it's painting, all these things. Where, like, you've always been artistic? What was your trajectory in school? Well, just tell us all of it. Were you bitten by a radioactive
I was
artist?
going to say
How
the
much time
same.
do we have in this podcast?
As much as you need to.
I've always been artistic. Like, you can ask any person that knew me from grade school, and they're like, "Oh, she was the artsy one, the artsy, creative
Artsy,
one,
yeah.
Dorky, nerdy, intelligent, all those things that usually fall under." I wore glasses. I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah.
And I had a ponytail.
Checking the boxes.
Jimmy can't do the ponytail. You can do all the
Can't do
other
it.
things.
Can't do it. Can't do it.
So I majored in art in college and studied illustration and graphic design. I did
What
a lot
college?
of University of Dayton.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so navigating college was interesting because I wanted to major in
That's
art.
Ohio, right?
That is in Ohio, yes.
Were you from the area?
Oh, and I'm from Louisville. Yeah, went to Sacred Heart.
Nice.
I wanted to major in art, but I also didn't think that I was like super artsy. I remember thinking like, well, my hair's not blue, so I can't go to like Savannah College of Art and Design. I was like, I need to go someplace and major in art. So I went to Dayton, where I majored in beer drinking,
Nice.
minored in art.
Done that.
Yep. Drank a lot of beer. Got really good at keg stands, that sort of thing.
Yes.
Yeah. But also, what I loved about Dayton, though, is that the people at Dayton party very, very hard, but they also take school very, very seriously. People are very hard workers and there's not a lot of class skipping, at least not with the crowd I ran with. So I still got a really great education. I think that it taught me to be a pretty hard worker, really professional, and that helped me a lot when I graduated. I always didn't really have a whole lot of trouble finding jobs in in-house design. I really was like well suited for in-house graphic design because I could talk to people and I could interact with people, and
It's a big, big thing.
Yeah, it
it's a
wasn't-
huge thing.
I wasn't like the weirdo artist who like wanted to put the words sideways and not legibly, which I was seeing a lot in the graphic design world.
They were making art.
Yes, I was much more like practical, like let me take this information and organize it in a way that makes sense.
That
Yeah.
people can actually read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was important to me. So I always was pretty good at that. And then I would do drawing and illustration on the side. I did a bunch of illustrations for Louisville Magazine over the years.
Oh, nice.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah, I remember you telling me that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that.
I don't even know if they're around anymore, Louisville Magazine. They
I don't
closed
think it
during
is.
COVID.
Yeah. It's,
Well, by the way, what are magazines?
Yeah, what are it's magazine? They're the things that cost $25 at checkout.
Oh, I know, right? Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, those things.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
Anyway, so from there,
Yeah, so yada yada yada. Went to California for a while, worked in a commercial real estate investment banking firm doing graphic design.
what took you out to California?
A boy.
That's always a boy.
Yeah, it's always a boy. So followed a boy, ended up, boy left, was gone, but stayed in California for
she's
a
still a
while.
boy.
What part of
Never-
California?
Still a boy.
Never was a man.
I started off in San Luis Obispo.
Oh, nice.
So nice there.
Yeah.
And then ended up in Los Angeles.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, and then after a while, I just got a real hankering for home and wanted to, I had a cousin having a baby. My best friend was having a baby. I started to get that itch to get back to my friends and my family. So I came back and just worked in in-house design for a few years, started practicing yoga, loved it, learned how to teach
So
yoga.
you weren't doing yoga until you got back to Kentucky, or were
I
you?
started taking yoga classes in Los Angeles.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a place down the street from my office that a friend dragged me to. And I like to tell people that this one friend, she was the one. I remember we were at the beach one day and she was putting sunscreen on her own back.
Oh,
I was like, how are you doing that?
That's cool.
And she's like, I do yoga. I want to do yoga. So I started going to yoga about once a week.
That was the sale.
That was it.
That was it.
Put sunscreen on my back.
I keep missing this spot between my shoulder blades.
You know exactly the spot. We all miss it.
oh yeah.
So I started, when I came back to Louisville, I'm like, I want to do yoga in Louisville. I'm going to try to find some places to do yoga. So I, get on the Google machine and I'm looking for yoga in Louisville. I find a little place near my apartment and I show up and it's like me and the teacher.
Oh, it's a little
It
one-on-one
was
thing.
a little like kind of awkward. I got to talk to the teacher though, and she was really great. And she gave me some tips on like where to find some other types of yoga. She's like, "Oh, I know I know the studio that you went to in Los Angeles, and I know the guy that runs it, and I know what you're
Really?
looking for." Yeah, she was pretty well integrated in
Wow.
the yoga world. She's like, "You should try this class. You should try this studio," and she kind of helped ignite my yoga journey in Louisville. So then I ended up just hopping around to a bunch of studios. Still couldn't find quite what I was looking for.
So you were yoga hopping? Is that what you were?
I was yoga hopping.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this was during like the blogging era. Remember blogs?
Oh, yeah.
Oh
You all
yeah.
probably had blogs. You don't.
Yeah, I had a Tumblr.
Yeah. I did. Just one, Jason.
Just one.
Went for this collection, went for that collection.
So I had a yoga blog, and I just got super obsessed with yoga and decided to learn to take a yoga teacher training. Of course, I did not want to teach yoga because being the like introverted, shy, dorky, weird person that I am, I was like, I don't want to stand in front of a room of people. But at the end of graduation or after graduation, somebody is like, "Hey, can you teach this class for me on Sunday?" And I was like, I guess so. And then I did. And next thing you know, I'm teaching 3 classes a week and
Just that quick, huh?
loving it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Well, I want to jump in real quick because I did note in your bio you had referenced that, that being shy and now all of a sudden, the things that you do when you get in front of people. And I thought it was interesting because it's sort of a great reminder of when you're really super passionate about something that almost gives you the permission to then do all kinds of things that you wouldn't otherwise do. And for you, if that's public speaking, it's very different. When now I'm sharing my passion with you, it almost supersedes any fears that you would have. And next thing you know, you find yourself doing things that you would never, ever have thought you would do.
It also helps that I'm talking to butts and not to faces.
Yeah,
That's true.
And
It's funny. That's exactly the same passion that that Jamie has.
it is like that's why I do this podcast.
Talking to butts. 2 of them right here.
But I have
Heyo.
I have a hard time believing you were really shy after hearing the things that you did in Dayton. I mean, keg stands and alcohol.
Alcohol.
So you don't drink when you're doing yoga.
You don't know.
Okay.
What was your first the practice out in LA? What form of yoga was that?
It's called Power Yoga. And
Tell
that's
us, what is
actually
that?
the name of my studio is 502 Power Yoga. So Power Yoga is just a really physically demanding class, like a class that makes you work really hard. So when you leave the class, you're like wrung out. You're like, what just happened to me? Your body is shaking because you just used every muscle in your body and you're sweaty and you kind of walk out and you're like, I feel so alive. Like have you ever had a workout like that where you're just like, oh, that absolutely.
Basketball used to do that.
Yeah, like you just kind of use it. You just feel so depleted, but in a really good way. Like that made me stronger. That made me, and it challenges you in a way that also you learn that you're more capable of things than you maybe didn't think you were capable of. And so I think that also helped me to maybe think, hey, maybe opening a yoga studio is a good idea. Maybe I'm capable of this business ownership thing. So I love the practice of yoga. And then when I was not finding the exact type of yoga that I wanted in Louisville, that's when I started to get the idea, like, well, maybe I could just open my own yoga studio.
There you go.
How hard could it be? I had built up a little bit of a following, through my blog.
Through previously mentioned blog.
So what's the difference between power yoga and hot yoga? Because I guess Lane Kiffin, the football coach at LSU now, he's a big hot yoga fan.
It's a good question, and it's a little bit gray area. So it used to kind of be that when somebody would say hot yoga, like capital H, capital Y, they were talking about a style of yoga called Bikram yoga, which, by the way, Bikram is canceled. So now we just call it Hot 26 yoga.
Why is it
So-
canceled?
Check out the Netflix documentary about Bikram,
He's a little creep, right?
and you will understand. He's a creep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
And
you mean cancel?
Yeah,
For real
yeah,
cancel.
yeah.
Yeah. So like there's this whole, and this has just been happening over the last like 7 or 8 years of let's stop calling this practice his name because he actually stole it from somebody else. And so it's sort of like a rebrand has been happening in real time over the last couple of years. So it used to be though that when people said hot yoga, that's what they meant was
Gotcha.
a specific practice, which is 26 poses done in a room that's 115 degrees, same exact sequence every time. There's a script that you have to follow.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
You gotta see
really?
the documentary.
There's a script? Like, what do you mean? Like, the
The cues.
The procession of the poses,
The
or
cues and the
all
leading.
of it,
Yeah.
all of
Okay.
it. So like you do this pose where you're leaning back, and every class you go to, the teacher says lean back, more back, fall back. Go
Oh,
back.
really?
Like
I
in
didn't know
that,
that.
like that weird, and it's weird stuff that like
Yeah.
Bikram, who had like broken English, kind of just made this shit up. Like hold your hand out like you're asking daddy for money.
Oh,
Like we
boy.
I can see why he was canceled.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
Yeah. That sounds like hot Yoda instead of hot yoga.
So the type of yoga that I teach, power yoga, is heated, but we don't. So you could say it's hot yoga, but it's not capital H, capital Y.
It's warm
Hot
yoga.
yoga.
Yeah, yeah.
It's tepid.
yoga.
It's tepid yoga.
Tepid yoga.
You're going to sweat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are some people who walk in and they're like sweating already.
Yeah.
People will leave like lakes around them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, this
Are you
guy.
a lake guy?
Oh, so I did.
Small C.
Was it like maybe a year? It was. My timing was horrible because it was right before COVID at the other location out at off Brownsboro.
Yeah. The one that
And-
we opened 5
and
months
Love.
before the world shut down?
Yes.
That one.
Good timing.
Yeah, great time.
And loved, but no, I was one of those dudes. It's like I need a towel for my towel because this is all of this area. Do we have cones we could set at the corners? And anybody have any caution tape?
Biohazard area.
Yeah, I mean it's just like hey, nice to meet you. Stay away.
Has anybody ever gotten sick at one of your classes, like just thrown up? Just like,
That's a good question.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, there has been vomit inside the studio. We've had somebody with their water break inside the studio.
Wow.
that's when you really love owning it, right?
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, I get to clean that up.
Yeah, I didn't have to clean it up.
That's awesome. Who cleaned it up?
I know. One of
Now
my
you go right to the cleanup.
Nice.
I know. There's been, other, body things.
Oh boy.
I've seen a lot. I have
sure.
a business of sweat. Like,
Yeah.
I can't tell you, like, every time I walk into the studio, people give me a hug and they're like, I'm sorry, I'm so sweaty. Like, literally, I hug people who are sweaty every day,
Yeah.
all day.
You have to get used
all
to
the
that,
time.
right?
Just
Yeah.
Sweaty hugs.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Sweaty hugs.
Sweaty hugs.
So do folks in Congress.
Different reasons, though.
Yeah.
I want to go back to the script thing.
Okay.
So do you think that is because it is kind of hypnotizing? Like, is that the reason why, like, there's a formula to it to, like, put you in a spiritual place or a mental space? Then that's part of it?
I think with a set sequence, that can be a thing.
Okay.
So teaching the same exact poses every single class.
Yeah.
Like when we first opened 502 Power Yoga, we were like that. We had a set sequence that we taught that was, I'd say, like 95% consistent from
Okay.
class to class.
Was that something you guys had set up as your own thing, or is that something that you had adopted from somebody else?
We had adopted it from, I was part of a cult, by the way. Did I have that on my list of questions?
Holy.
I mean, it was assumed.
yeah.
I mean, you can't achieve all this without a little help from the
It was a
cult.
short.
Come on.
Which
I don't-
A
cult?
little blip. Well, so I don't know if it was really a cult. I don't know if it's ever actually been deemed a cult, but they were very culty type behaviors.
Was it
And
cool?
was
Was it fun?
basically, it was great. Yeah.
Were you a
like all
leader?
cult
Were you a
are.
leader or a follower?
I mean, I'm sure.
You make more money as a leader, but it's more fun as a follower.
So
Just
it was,
saying.
it was like a brand of yoga. So our brand was like, can I talk about it here?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah.
yeah.
It's also
Space.
as long-
Nobody's listening, so don't worry.
Yeah.
Don't sue me.
Nobody watches this, so
It
it's
was called
fine.
Baptiste Yoga.
Oh, right.
So it was like the brand that there was an institute, Baptiste Institute, which of course when I first got familiar with this particular brand, I was like, oh, I pictured this big like white building out in Salt Lake City where like this team of people operated the institute. It wasn't like that at all. It was
It's
a whole
run by
bunch
L. Ron Hubbard.
Yeah.
of just schmucks who were being
Yeah.
talked into
They
doing
wore
work
purple
for free.
Nikes or waiting
Really?
for the mothership.
Yeah. So it was great though, because they did have a wonderful system. It was a methodology that we could follow. And as a studio, it was nice to have this structure kind of like
Yeah,
handed
yeah.
to you, like teach these classes like this, using these words, using this sequence, and you will have success. And it was true. We had great success right out of the gate. But over several years of like, well, this is sketchy. This is sketchy. Like at some point, right around COVID, I think it was maybe post-COVID, they literally wanted me to put the Baptiste logo like on top of my logo that I had designed.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, no, it's my fucking logo. Like
Yeah.
can I cuss on this podcast?
You can't.
Yes,
Yeah, you
yes,
can.
yes.
It's encouraged.
Encourage.
Yeah.
It's like, it felt like my baby. And I don't
Yeah.
know, did you all ever watch the documentary, The Vow? on
No.
HBO.
Mm-mm.
All right, another plug. So you all have
I'm writing all
homework.
these
Are you
down.
writing
Yeah,
these
yeah.
down? Okay,
Yeah.
So you've got
So the vow.
Big
What's
Room,
what's your-
What's the vow
the
about?
vow. The vow is about the Nexium.
Oh, I've seen that.
Oh, I do want to see that.
It's
Yeah,
very good,
yeah.
and
yeah.
it definitely shows how the cults can
Just
start off.
blows
like,
me away how
like,
people
why
just-
wouldn't you want to join this organization?
yeah.
It just makes so much sense. So it really had a lot of parallels. And I watched that documentary before I realized kind of what I was
Oh,
doing. I was
no.
like,
Mm,
there's a lot of similarities.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So started kind of to freak out. But what happens in Nexium is that the leader, Keith Raniere, he literally brands women at some
What?
point. Like,
Yeah.
toward, like when things start to get really bad, he literally
Yeah.
burns his initials into the
Jesus.
skin. And so when the Baptiste Institute wanted me to put the logo on my logo, I was like, it's like you're fucking branding me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm out.
Wow.
So
Well,
he
did
just
he
puts on
design
the
that
flame.
brand himself, or did?
He hired Jason, actually.
Wow, you didn't tell us about.
Yeah, let me show you my brand. Ooh, it stings still.
Well, so what did that? What year are we talking when?
Like 2021, when
Okay.
I finally was like, no more.
So how did that change for your teams internally? Not at all. You keep the practice the way it is, but you just no longer lean as heavy into the identity.
Sort of. We had already started to like pull away from it a little bit. Like it used to be like early in the early days of our studio, it was very much like we only hire people that we have trained, who are
Right.
trained in this particular methodology. And during COVID, I mean, everything went crazy
Yeah.
during COVID.
Yeah.
So we're like, well, this teacher, we didn't train her and she's not trained in Baptiste methodology, but she's a fucking great teacher. Let's hire her and bring her onto the team. So we had already started to kind of like diversify and mix things up
Yeah.
and break some rules and distance ourselves. And I think by the time I pulled the plug on Baptiste yoga, like people in my community didn't even know. They're like,
Yeah.
what?
What's the difference?
Are they still?
Yeah, they have
are
no
they
idea.
still around? Are they still?
My community?
No, Baptiste yoga.
They are, yeah.
And have they gotten weirder? Have you heard from friends or anything?
No, it seems like everything's fine. There was actually a podcast, a couple of girls who were kind of like in the inner circle.
Mhm.
You know, that's cult terminology.
Yeah.
The inner circle, they started a podcast, and I think they got about like eight to 10 episodes where it was really just them gossiping about like the garbage that went on in the higher up.
Yeah.
And I think they were fishing for, they wanted stuff like Bikram had. Like they wanted to hear stuff about how like the leader of Baptiste yoga was scummy. And
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, he was a little scummy. He was a guy. No offense, guys. But
Oh,
we know.
whoa.
he was,
Yeah.
It's
he was a
understood.
guy
I think we've come to the end of the show. Yeah. I think that's
Time flies.
he'd be standing in front of a room with 150 women just like ogling him. So of course he probably had some
big ego.
fun.
Yeah.
Well, so in hindsight, now looking back, I assume it's still, you would think it was positive because all of that structure allowed you to then, when you're starting a new business with the practice, to create processes consistent so that this teacher is giving consistent, this teacher, it doesn't matter which class. So it's like, at the time, it was a good thing, but it was nice that you saw the writing on the wall when it was no longer serving you well and you could
Absolutely.
fade out.
Yeah, it was almost like opening a franchise without the actual franchise piece of it. You know, I didn't have to like spend $150,000 just
Yeah.
Right.
use the name. Like
Right.
it really did give me a lot of things to help give me that jumping off point.
Yeah.
Then the reality was that like when you said systems and processes, it's like, you know, it's like my magic word.
Yeah.
Words. But they didn't provide a lot of that stuff. They really just provided like, here's a sequence, here's the cues that you should use. And then a lot of the systems that we created for my particular studio were mine. They were my baby. They were stuff that I wrote. Like, oh, here's how you know, wash the vomit off the floor after somebody pukes after a class. You know, like that stuff has to all to be documented.
Yeah.
And they didn't provide any of that
Yeah.
stuff. That was all this guy.
So, having moved away from these kind of structured processes and these kind of ways of teaching yoga, do your clients realize that this is not from that system? It's your own system, or do they care? I mean, you know, they don't care.
No. No, they're what's important is that we provide consistent
Yeah.
classes. You know, they see that the name Power Vinyasa is on the schedule. They show up. They know that they're going to get a certain type of yoga class. They're going to feel a certain way.
Yeah.
If they come to a yin class, so yin is more of like that, let's hold poses for 5 minutes. And it's hard in a very different way because it's really hard to sit still for 5 minutes. Have you all tried that lately?
No.
All right, I'll start my timer right now. Go.
It's good for a podcast to be silent for 5 minutes.
No, I did have a staring contest with Mitch McConnell the other day.
20 minutes.
Let me guess, he won.
He won.
Hands down?
He's really good.
Hands down, his whole body was down.
He's really good.
He's
really good at that.
He did that when he was vertical, so.
What's the term for cool down?
Like the resting pose?
Yeah.
Shavasana.
You all, I do remember one of the sweetest, that and the cold, was it eucalyptus towels?
Lavender. Yep.
Yeah, big thumbs up. It's the little things. I'm telling you, just those little touch points, but it's everything. You know that. Yeah.
We are the first studio in Louisville that ever had the cold lavender towels.
Yeah.
And that was something that we actually borrowed from other Baptiste yoga studios in other parts of the country. So thank you for, that's another thing. It's like, thanks Baptiste Yoga for that.
Yeah.
But now it's funny because you'll go to other studios and they have the little cold lavender towel. We started that.
Yep.
Yeah, good for you.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. And we didn't do the cold lavender towels during COVID, obviously, because, somebody's going to get COVID from a washcloth,
right.
I guess, is what we thought. I don't know.
Well, we thought we would get COVID from an Amazon package, too.
True.
So.
True.
I got something else from Amazon package.
And
Wasn't COVID.
I can remember giving somebody a lavender towel. It was actually at that East End studio off Bronzeboro Road when we first brought them back after COVID, and the person had grabbed it and I could see her tears coming down the side
She
of her
wept
face.
into the towel?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, she did. It was a magical moment. And then it was a great April Fool's joke the day that we posted, like, unfortunately, we're going to have to stop doing lavender towels. People freaked out. And it was like they only had to read 2 more sentences to see that it was a
But that's clever. That's really clever.
And they all canceled their memberships immediately.
I think it's the post that got the most engagement ever in the history of
That's
Private
amazing.
Student
That's amazing. We're changing our lavender towels to hot cinnamon.
Red hot.
Haley, if you're listening to this, make a note. Next April Fools.
Maybe that's what we should do for our podcast. We should have some kind of scented towels. Fireball. We got fireball towels.
Well, yeah. THC scented towels. That would be awesome. Yeah.
Now you're onto something.
Yeah. We couldn't get our guests to leave.
Exactly.
Tell me before while we're on the yoga topic, what is something that a newbie would not anticipate seeing as a benefit from yoga that, people hear yoga, they think, ooh, make me bendy and stretchy. What is one of those unanticipated benefits that you hear from people like, oh, I had no idea it was going to do X, Y,
Besides
Z?
the lavender towels.
So there's the automatic impact, like you walk out and feel amazing. There's that. But then the long term, like the consistent practice of it actually tones your vagal nerve. And
Talk about that.
oh, well, let me talk about that. First of all, I think I said vagal and it's vagus nerves.
Vagus nerve.
Yeah. So
I've got vagus nerve.
No,
I do
different
too.
nerve.
I do.
Hold your questions till the end.
I'm going in there about 100 times and I hate everything. So, yeah.
So when you tone your vagus nerve, which you can do through controlled breathing exercises, so pranayama is what we call that in yoga. There's certain yoga postures that specifically impact the vagus nerve. Meditation impacts it.
Where is this nerve?
It runs all the way
Nirvana.
down, all the way through your body into the digestive system. So what's
What?
interesting is that there are certain yoga poses. There's one called camel pose where you're doing a back bend, and people will say that they feel like they're going to puke in that pose. I've heard that hundreds of times over the years. Never seen anybody puke in that pose, but it's because it specifically kind of pinches on that nerve a little bit, and it triggers this like receptive experience in your digestive system that makes you feel
Interesting.
pukey. Yeah. But the longer you do it, the more you practice it. Like I don't get that sensation anymore because I've been doing yoga for so long because it's toned.
Yeah.
When you have a toned vagus nerve, it actually makes you respond to stress better.
Oh, wow.
You don't have as much like fluctuations in your stress response. So when somebody practices yoga regularly, they may not notice it necessarily like, today I feel less stressed out. But it might just be over time. They're like, wow, I really like managed this fight with my partner a lot more chill than I normally would have.
And he
So it
doesn't
just
make me
kinda-
vomit.
Yeah.
Doesn't make you feel vomity. Yeah, like mentally vomiting. Yeah, so it's that's an unexpected thing I think that people get. They're
That's
like, oh, this
interesting.
actually makes me less crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and like most things, it's the power comes from the consistency and the long practice, right? There's nothing, you're not going to do it in a week. A society wants the pill or whatever the quick. This is the lifestyle change, and this is the benefits you get over the long haul of doing this practice.
Yeah, and it's meant to be a practice that's accessible for the rest of your life. And so I'm always telling my students that, like, maybe you're not there today, but you just take that one little step. Something I say a lot is it's like a drop in a bucket.
Yeah.
You might not notice that the drop is there, but over time,
You're going to fill that bucket up.
fill the bucket up.
Yeah.
So do you notice
That's beautiful.
over time, like you'll get a student come in and they're kind of high strung, and then like 3 years later, they're a totally different person. Have you seen that kind of change? Or is it that dramatic or?
Yeah, I sometimes worry about myself, like where would I be right now if I didn't practice yoga? Because I'm a very high strung person, and I can tell if I'm not practicing regularly. Like summertime is just bonkers for me with a 12-year-old and managing. Like before I came here, I spent an hour driving her out to Goose Creek. Like this is my life as a mom, and I think it's harder for me to get to the studio for a practice. I try to practice at home, but it's not the same. Get distracted by laundry or by my cat or something, and
Does your cat do poses?
of course,
Yes.
all the poses.
I know cats are awesome.
Yeah, they're awesome. So I can tell that I start to get kind of like wound up, like wound tight. And so then taking a couple classes, getting back into the routine of things, I can like feel myself sort of deflate. And so I can sense that with students too, especially like walking into the studio and they're like, oh,
Yeah.
and then they leave and they float out.
How has your sleep habits changed over your career doing yoga?
Like has yoga affected my sleep?
Yeah, have you had better sleep because you're talking about it's a stress release? It's
It's really hard to know because I also had a baby. And I haven't really
You don't
slept through
sleep,
the night since I was pregnant.
yeah.
Yeah. So
And you
I don't
won't
know.
ever.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
I heard.
it's
Yeah.
that's why I was asking. It's like I'll do
too late? Is it too late?
yoga right now. Sleep.
They say it's better for sleep, but like it's been too long since, I started practicing yoga in 2007. So I was in my 20s. I probably slept great. I probably slept until like 11 or 12 on the weekend.
Especially after a keg stand.
know.
It's called passing out, though, I think. It's not like a
I
sleep.
wish I could sleep like I did when I was a teenager sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
Just
Till
one day.
noon.
Just one day. Just like you feel so rested. And,
I know. I did not have anywhere to be this morning. I saw Hamilton last night, so I didn't get
oh,
it.
nice.
It was amazing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can sleep in tomorrow. This is great. Didn't set an alarm. Guess what time I woke up?
6.
6.
Yep.
Yeah.
Really? On your own at 6?
Yes.
Yeah. I'm right there, too.
Yes, and then I have 2 dogs and I have a
Yep.
kitten.
Yep.
And as soon as I wake up, it's like they can sense it.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
totally.
And they're like,
Breakfast.
Yeah.
Yep. Time to use the
Outside.
bathroom.
Breakfast.
You wrestle one time, like just turn over in the bed and they become full aware. Yeah.
they know.
Yeah.
I don't know how they know. So yeah, anyway, it's
So that's a no, Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping.
but interesting data point because I have not been practicing yoga this week. Maybe if I had been practicing yoga regularly, I would have slept better.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
You're onto something, Jamie.
I just didn't know if that was perhaps like you've heard like clients of yours say, "Hey, this has really helped me sleep. This has helped my stress level. This has helped."
So there are specific yoga practices. Like there's something called moon salutations. There's sun salutations, which are like warming up the body and usually practiced at the beginning of a class. There's also something called moon salutations and specific types of poses that are supposedly better for sleep that you would do like maybe before bed to help you kind of wind down. Do
Interesting.
I do that? No, because I'm too busy.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
It's called Netflix.
Because I run a yoga studio. Netflix.
When I heard the moon salutations, I thought we were just talking about looking at butts again. I did. yeah.
How you do, sir? So, with your clients and you're witnessing them in a very vulnerable space, posing and being sweaty and all the bodily fluids. Do you?
All the bodily fluids.
Jesus.
We're hoping it's just sweat.
Well, she said she's seen everything. So
Oh, right. The water break.
yeah. So
Yeah, all
Not a
it.
lot. Please come to 502 Power Yoga.
we own mops.
Important. The floor's been cleaned.
We clean the floor off
Happened a long time
every
ago.
class.
Yeah.
But do you find that students come up to you like after class and like will just do an emotional dump on you of things?
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, yoga. So have you ever heard the expression, the issues are in the tissues?
No.
No?
And we had something
Okay,
else
well,
in the tissues, but no, you continue.
That's
you
pushing, the pushing
you
thing.
continue. Yeah.
There are people who maybe like you don't even realize you're carrying some tension, and then you do a yoga practice and it kind of like works this stuff loose and it brings it to the surface. And yeah, people will sob during class. People will come
Really?
and talk to me after class and just like, you have no idea how much I needed that. I could say the exact same thing. So one class, I could have 36 people in the room, and one person will come up and say like, you said this one thing that landed and really needed to hear that. And then this other person heard the exact same thing, but it landed in a totally different way. Like it's just sort of like, it opens you up and
Depends on where you are when you hear it.
what you need to hear.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
And I think it is part of like, we've put our phone away. And we've put our, I try to tell people to turn their watches off. They're not great about that.
Yeah.
And
Because they're also using it to track the yoga
they're
because they
tracking
want the
yoga,
credit.
They want the credit. They want to close the rings and all that stuff. So I get it. But they have this space to actually step away from the chaos of their life.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they're feeling their feelings, or they're maybe that moment of silence, like during Shavasana, or when we start to cool down, like leading up to Shavasana. And to back up, Shavasana is laying on your back in complete stillness.
Yeah.
Called corpse pose.
It's beautiful.
And it is so hard. New people, they cannot sit still.
Fidgety.
It's crazy. Yeah. They.
How long do you?
Which some tells me they didn't do everything prior right, because if you're doing it, you're like so exhausted, and it's
Well, you're just a star student, Matthew.
Well, that's true. I was crushing it.
Here we go.
They told me I was the best. Yeah.
How long is the? What is it? I can't know if I-
Shavasana.
Shavasana.
It's the end of the class. So like the cool down.
Shavasana.
It's like a cool down.
It's a cool down.
How long do you
Corpse
lay
pose.
still?
I always try to, my formula, because I have a formula for everything
Yes, you do.
naturally, is 10% of the class time. So for a 60-minute class, we lay in stillness for 6 minutes.
Wow.
Yeah.
6 minutes.
Really hard.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a long time, but I can imagine after like 3 minutes, you're like, is this over yet?
It's really weird as a teacher. I remember when I first started teaching yoga, I was like, what do I do with my hands? Where do I look?
Also, I'm super high.
Yeah, exactly.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Oh God, that's not normal.
I know.
Why you don't do that. People know. Now they're staring.
Well, and then you can see your class, and you see the fidgeting, and you see the person who's like looking at their watch, and they're looking around or whatever, and you start to get worried. You're like, oh, they hate this.
Yeah.
They need me to move things along. But then after class, every time they're like, oh my God,
Yeah.
I needed that.
Yeah.
Or I needed that stillness. Or then you hear somebody snoring.
That would be
That's
cool.
awesome. Yeah.
That would
Yeah.
be-
Yeah.
And then you're like, all right, I did my job.
Because
Yeah.
that's how I am. Like I'm moving all the time. I'm just doing stuff. But the minute I like at body at rest is body at rest. I'm like I'm out. Yeah.
We should, I'm thinking now it's like if people get fidgety and things, maybe we could do like a sort of offshoot. Maybe it's like nun yoga or Catholic yoga. You move or something, you just get hit.
Oh, you whack it with a rope.
Yeah.
That instills
check
peaceful.
out the Bikram documentary. I think.
Yeah. Sounds like that head's right there.
There we go. There we go.
Yeah, the Bikram, he wouldn't let people leave the room. So the room was 115 degrees, and you'd go to these trainings, and he wouldn't let you leave the room. So there was video footage of like people peeing in bottles in the corner of the room because he
Oh,
wouldn't.
we've got those from on site.
Yeah. So they work in production. That's what you're saying?
Exactly.
Nerd.
Dirty nerd.
Yeah, I own it.
So you wouldn't let them leave.
No, no, it was
I gotta
super
watch this
strict. You've got to watch the documentary. It's insanity.
And it's called what again?
Bikram, Bikram.
Okay.
So we'll kind of a couple more things about the yoga stuff and we'll move on. But like, what's the next plan for 502 Yoga? Is it just kind of trudging forward and opening up any new places? What's the
Never again.
Never again.
Yeah, at some point we had 3 locations,
Yeah.
which meant I had 3.
Oh, I forgot about
bathrooms
across
in
the.
Indiana.
Yeah, I forgot. And that was right
And, like,
before
3
COVID, wasn't it?
3 fridges that would go out on the regular,
Yeah.
3 bathrooms, 3 schedules to manage, 3
Yeah.
like it was just a lot. And it was I had a pretty good team, but I just realized that simplifying, I just needed to simplify. Like I kind of came back to me and my sketchbook, like just kind of thinking about what I wanted like my yoga studio to look like, and it never was a huge franchise like multiple location thing. It was like I just want to teach power yoga and my
Yeah.
community and keep it pretty simple.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at, just keeping it simple. We've started running retreats, which is really fun. I'm actually leaving
Oh,
for
nice.
Colorado on Monday for
Oh, wow.
Where are you going to be in Colorado?
near Aspen, in the Frying Pan River Valley. Is that it?
Frank,
Those are made up words.
do you know which end that is on?
Probably. No. I could point to it on a map. Meredith, Colorado is the specific.
Meredith. Okay.
Yeah, if that means anything to you. It's about an
Nice.
hour from Aspen.
Oh,
Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah, so
You're there for next week? Is that
we're
where
there
you
next week, and then we go to Costa Rica in
Oh my God.
February,
It sounds like things are
It's a
tough.
great winter trip.
Tough.
Italy in June of
Oh,
2027.
man.
Oh, wow.
How do you do it? It's so
I know.
tough. I'm so.
I know. Honestly, it is kind of hard though with a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
She's gotten to that age where she's like, "You're going without me,"
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
and so I kind of want to bring her, but also I know she'd be a little bit of a pain in my ass. So, like, so I've got like mom guilt versus the
Yeah.
I'm not going to actually get any work done, dilemma.
Yeah.
So I just go with the mom guilt.
Yeah. That's an easier pill to swallow.
And then
It'll pass.
that never goes away though.
Yeah, it'll
So-
Oh,
she'll be
two different.
Yeah, it'll be different. Yeah,
Yeah.
it all exists.
Well, congratulations on all that. You know,
Thanks.
we're super happy to have that kind of success.
What's your
So-
favorite pose?
That's a great question. I think my favorite pose is Janu Shirshasana.
Bless you.
I thought that was like Keanu Reeves. What?
I'm into that pose.
I'm really tempted to make you all do it, but I'm not gonna because it's a seated pose, and then we wouldn't be on the cameras, and it would just ruin everything. But it's a seated pose where you are kind of have your legs in a tree pose. So let's say my left hand is my left leg, your right leg is kind of bent like a little tree leg, and then you just fold over your extended leg, and it stretches out like your QL on the right side.
Are you
like
sitting
low back.
like flat on the floor?
Flat on the ground?
So you're
left leg stretched out.
Okay, I know what you're talking about.
Right leg bent, the foot, the sole of the oops.
And you're falling over the left extended
Kind of
leg.
like making the number 4, sort of.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Feels so
It's like
good.
an upright sitting pigeon sort of approach. What?
Not quite. We'll maybe pull up a picture on your phone there, Jason, and
So what I'm looking for is I need coming out of today's
What's it called?
podcast.
What's it called?
Janu J
He's never gonna.
JANU,
JANU.
and then type in SIR, and I bet it'll pop up.
Yeah, got it.
Shirshasana.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, I got you. Yeah.
yeah. It feels
That's
so
one
good.
autocomplete you really needed.
That is.
That was not going to get
No,
right.
I was not going to get there.
That was
God bless
not going to get there.
Thanks,
Bless
Google.
Completely. I don't know what I would do without it.
I'm going to do that in VR tonight.
So, yeah, talk me through what does someone like me need to do to get a customized plan for piriformitis?
But for $150, we have a one-on-one session.
Can we? Is that what I? Oh,
Yeah.
I think that's in my life.
Pigeon pose, though.
Yeah.
Can we brand them?
Yeah. Brand. Oh,
Matthew.
yeah.
How do you know I'm not?
I've got my 502 brand.
There we go.
Lifetime 5% discount for all classes if you get inked up.
Did I hear that Rainbow Blossom did that many years ago? Like maybe 10 or 15
Oh, like
years
if you
ago?
got inked up, they give you
got
a-
Rainbow Blossom logo tattooed on your body. You got some sort of like lifetime
wow.
discount.
I would hope
I
so.
swear I remember that.
God, I would hope so too. That
Yeah.
would suck.
What's wrong with their logo?
No. I'm just saying that
do
would
it and
suck.
not get the
that would suck if you didn't
Oh,
get
if
the
you got
discount.
the-
Yeah.
Oh, and then they went out of
Or if they
business.
change management later. And,
Yeah.
Let me ask you this, Kat.
Yeah.
Do you get your fix on filling your spiritual tank in any way outside of yoga, or is that
That's a good question. Since I've turned my spiritual thing into my business, I no longer have that experience in my own
the
studio.
outlet.
That's really it's really kind
because
of a
it's
challenge.
all through the lens of business now?
I take a yoga class and I'm either thinking about feedback I need to give the teacher, or like this
Well, it's
diffuser needs to be refilled.
kinda like that-
There's always things that
They
need to be done. So
they say that they say the thing like careful doing something that you love because it just becomes a job.
Yeah. That's exactly. So that's kind of what I've done. So I actually like to take yoga classes at other studios.
You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah. So you'll find me at Hot Yoga Louisville, which
Now, is that so
Hot
you can
yoga.
truly just be in the practice in that moment?
my
And
favorite thing is being in a studio out of town where nobody knows who I am.
Yeah, I was wondering like if you went,
Anonymity.
like if you went in on incognito, like if you dressed up when you went to other places.
I try to. I really don't
Yeah.
want anybody to know that I know how to teach
mustache,
yoga.
your mustache.
There's
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
like the Groucho Marx.
Yes. I would love that. That'd be awesome.
Nobody will know
Exactly.
I'm in disguise.
Why is Humpty Hump here?
Yeah, there was a studio that I would go to. I would drop my daughter off at school and then drive like an additional 20 minutes out to like Springhurst, I guess. There was a studio out there that I would take a class on Thursday mornings, and it was great because I would walk in and not know anybody. I wouldn't talk to anybody. I would just get to be a student. And then one day I was leaving the class, and she's like, "Are you the owner of a 5-0?" And I was like, "God damn it."
No, leave me alone. As you're running to your car.
That's my twin sister.
There's something different. Like teachers, and I experience it myself as a teacher. If I know somebody's a yoga teacher, I treat them different. I'm like, "Oh, you know what you're doing. I'm going to leave you alone."
Yeah.
But I actually like to be taught. I actually like to be pushed. I want somebody to come over and be like, "No, do that different with your left foot or whatever." So, I really like being anonymous in a yoga class. And that usually only happens out of town.
That's I would
Isn't that
never.
weird?
Yeah, no, it's not weird. I think it makes.
Can I
total
say I'm a
sense.
celebrity in the yoga?
I think you kind of are, really.
Yeah.
This town's not that big.
It's really not.
Yeah, you can burn a bridge here, and you pay for it forever. So Matthew touched on that yoga is an outlet for you, but that's not your only outlet. You now have really gotten into, not you've gotten into, but it's always been there. You paint, and you
I do
actually
paint.
have.
Truth be told, I haven't painted in 2 months.
That
Might be why I'm feeling a little crazy. 'Cause it has become another little outlet for me, and it does make me feel. If there's something very therapeutic about putting paint on a canvas. I paint in oils, which is like got an even like nice like visceral feel to it, and it can be a little frustrating and challenging, which like I like a good problem to solve, so it works out well for me. But I started painting again before COVID. Just before COVID, I got back into it, and then once COVID really settled in, I had time to really like lean into it and started doing like educational videos, kind of like brushing up on things that I didn't necessarily learn in college. I had a really like hippy dippy painting teacher who was very much just like, just put paint down and see what happens.
The canvas will speak to you.
I never really learned color theory or anything like technical details about painting. So I sort of taught myself all that over the like last 6 years or so, and followed a lot of videos, did a lot of workshops, and I kind of got in my head because I'm always like trying to do the hardest possible thing. So I was like, I'm
oil
going
is a good
to
choice.
try to get a booth at an art festival and sell my paintings, because I was starting to have paintings just sort of like all over my house and like running out of room for them. And my daughter's really sweet. She's like my biggest cheerleader. So she's like, "Mom, you should try to sell them." And so I did. So I set up I had an art festival last spring at the Norton Commons, and that was really great, and it was amazing to see people come and support and think I was actually good at it. I was like, "What?"
Oh, stop.
little old me. And then a dream came true because I got to have a booth at the Cherokee Triangle Art Festival.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, and that was,
that's
that
awesome.
was unreal. It was like I have gone to that festival so many times over the years, and to actually be there. And
So do you think will you continue that?
I think so. I got really ambitious, a little too over ambitious, and I had like multiple booths set up, like signed up for in a year. I can't do that much.
It's consuming.
It's very much like I want, like, I'm all in. I want to be all in, but I can't be because I've got the yoga studio and my child and things like that. So so it kind of ebbs and flows.
And that's fine.
Over the winter, I'll probably get back into painting a little bit more, get ready for Cherokee again. Hopefully I get in again. And then I'll, kind of ebb back into yoga. So just sort of.
That's awesome.
Yeah. We have a Cat Scott original in our house.
Do you?
Which one do you have? I forgot.
It's, I want to say it's has water and some trees. And
it sounds like something I would paint.
Yeah.
Really?
Tony bought it. I wasn't there.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah, she came by your booth and she bought one. So
that's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool to know that people have my paintings in their houses. That's awesome.
It probably feels a little weird too, because it's like you're putting yourself out there and somebody owns like kind of, I won't say a piece of you, but it's
and they look at it a lot.
Yeah.
Like I do you ever make any fine art, Jason?
No.
Okay, so
there's nothing fine about what I do.
A lot of art, but none of it's fine.
there is something very strange about like thinking you're finished with something. Like this happens with design, but like you never feel like you're finished.
You abandon your
and
it's all abandoned work.
Yeah, and apparently this was I'm sure you all have heard of Willem de Kooning. He's a famous artist, and I guess he would always like hang his stuff up and then take it down off the mantle and like start working on it again. He'd throw things in the trash can, and his wife would like go get them back out from the trash can.
I feel like most of my stuff belongs in the trash can, even finished.
So I've got paintings around my house that I've done that like, I guess they're finished. They're signed. So at some point I thought they were finished, but also like they could always be
there's always something else.
Always something.
Mhm.
Yeah, I look at my work too the same way. Like even on show site, when I see stuff on screen, it's like, they could have done this different.
Mhm.
But I'm the only one that knows that.
Right.
To everybody else, it's like, great, you've gone above and beyond. But no, you're never finished with it. You're always going to be your worst critic about it.
Yeah.
But then there's times where like, I feel like that's done. And the client's like, no, you need to make these changes. Like, no, that one was done. But so you live with it.
There's also times when your client says you're done and you're like, no, I'm not done. And that happened with Matthew once. And I made a note about that on our show
I
notes.
Yeah.
saw that.
Yeah.
Talk me through. I forgot that memory. Do you remember what it was?
I don't remember what it was, but like this moment is one of those moments of my life that has stuck with me because I was in the cubicle in the main area and
Oh, this wasn't on site. This was back in the shop.
In the shop, and you were standing behind me. It was like making a presentation for something, and it was kind of like semi-urgent, and you were standing behind me, sort of like art directing. Like, all right, let's put this image here and let's put this here. And at some point, I zoomed really, really far in. Like to the point where you can only see like the serifs,
A
And I was
subatomic
like-
level.
Yeah.
I was like lining up the bottom serifs.
We were in Ant-Man view at this point. Yeah.
And I was lining them up to be just right. And you just went, you care too much. I was like, I do, and I'm sorry, but like I think about it all the time though, because I get stuck in the nitty gritty. I can get stuck in the weeds so easily, and but like also I know that it's a quality about me that it's gotten me to where I am. It's gotten me a lot of.
I'm happy to record a ringtone. You care too much.
Stuff like that.
When you need that, you just hit that.
He says that at home, but it doesn't fly as well.
It doesn't play like I intend it to. If I ever get the words out without my teeth get knocked out of my mouth.
So where does your inspiration come for all your paintings? Because they're mostly what I've seen are all landscape.
Yeah, I'm really into landscapes, but I can feel a portraiture.
Yeah, it's coming on.
Figures. I
Yeah,
can like feel it happening. I got this really great picture of my daughter at Guest Room Records looking at CDs. Like, I have to paint that.
Oh, nice.
yeah.
And like a couple little moments, like a picture of my neighbor watering her plants. And I like was halfway down the street with my dogs, and I was like,
Weird part, she's
wanna paint
nude. So like,
Yeah. What kind of plants?
no, it's the men are so dirty. Why do we
No. What kind of plants?
Oh.
Plants.
front yard plant?
Yeah. Okay. Darn it. No, I said plants. I'm not dirty. Weeds.
I said nude.
Yeah, he went nude.
No, weeds not dirty. Weeds okay.
Yeah, he's looking for Is she selling?
I know.
I had my daughter. Side note: my daughter's friends were like trying to make money the other day. They're like at that age where they're like, "What chores can we do? We want
Yeah.
to make money because we want to go to Guest Room Records," which I didn't do when I was 12. But anyway, this one friend was pulling weeds for me, and I was kind of teaching her like, "Well, this is a weed. This one's not a weed." And she said, "Is this like where weed? Like when people say they smoke weed, this is where I was."
Oh, bless her
I
heart.
know. It's like, no, there's an actual cannabis plant. And then I started like teaching her about.
I hit this joint.
Hit this. Here's a little seed we're gonna grow together. Don't tell anybody.
Wouldn't that be great though if you just pulled your weeds in your garden and then that was
Fuck,
it?
man, my yard would be like spotless. Are you kidding?
No, so you go back to the paintings.
Oh yeah,
the
the inspiration. So I've been painting landscapes. I guess I've traveled so much, and every time I
Are they
travel,
from? Are they from photographs, or is it just? Are they
it's
made
a little
up?
bit of both.
Okay.
They're none of them are made up, but I do so plein air painting is painting on site where you like set up, and,
Oh.
you've got your easel and sometimes an umbrella and like the whole shebang, and you paint right there. Clouds are moving,
Yeah.
sun's changing, and you're trying to kind of capture it. It's extreme sports for artists. It really is. And you can get like really into the weeds where people are like, well, it's only plein air painting if you do the whole painting outside. You can't finish it in the studio. Like people can be purists about
That's
it.
weird, man. I just think people would be too judgy.
I know.
And once you start setting that shit up and people come by, it's like, oh, that blade of grass didn't.
You've got bugs. I mean, I've had bugs like literally. I've got like pick little gnats out of the paint.
What would be really fun is to set something like that up and like just have this beautiful scenic area, but just like paint like a nuclear explosion. I mean, just something that's not even there.
The purists would not approve.
Yeah.
No, I did a painting competition a couple of years ago here in Louisville, and it was a plein air painting competition. And so the idea is that everybody shows up at 9 or whatever, and everybody gets the same canvas, and everybody's sent off to go paint in the same area. It was at like Louisville Gardens or the Waterfront Gardens or something like that. And everybody comes back at the end of the day, and there's a judge who tells everybody, like this is first, second, and third. And the person who won actually had painted a Diet Coke can that was in a gutter. And I got mad.
Did
I
you?
was like, this is garbage.
Literally.
Yeah.
And then another year, there was a guy who like he set up his stuff and he painted for like a few minutes, and then he was like, it's really hot. And he took a picture of whatever he'd been painting a flower. He took a picture and then he went and sat up in like a gazebo or something where it was in the shade and painted from his picture.
Oh.
And I was a Karen about that one. I was like, wrote them a letter. I was like,
How dare you?
I was like, this is not plein air painting. Like, I'm not a purist. Like, you have to finish it in the studio. But like, come on, you're painting. Like, the whole idea is that you're dealing with the elements.
Yeah.
You're dealing
You
with
captured a moment in time.
like the sun, the changing, like it's dropped 30 degrees on me before painting before. Like, and you're sitting there like with goosebumps all over you. You can barely hold your paintbrush because you're like so cold.
Did you go kick his
Like, so
easel?
that's part of the experience of it. But some people are.
Yeah.
It's
Always got to be one.
I don't know if the outside painting is great, but I don't think I'm into the competition part of it.
Yeah.
That seems like
Yeah, the judge seems a little judgy. Like getting a little Diet Coke can
judgy.
and
Yeah.
the hell.
yeah.
It's a whole other thing. But I also work really well like with pressure and deadlines, and so having that like container.
I've never met anybody that's really good with Have you?
This day you have to show up. Like I paid money to be there, so like otherwise
you're invested.
Otherwise, I'd be like,
Yeah.
oh, maybe I'll go paint on Sunday, but I wouldn't actually go paint.
Yeah,
But this was like a thing I signed up for, so it sort of it forced me to
Yeah.
do it, and I was new to it, and it's hard, it's overwhelming, so I kind of needed that to jump me into it.
Do you feel that's sort of like a marathon? It's like, do you get to a certain point? It's like, I just need to get some grass here, man. I just need to.
Yeah, you have to. I mean, sometimes you are forced to just like, you have to get it down. You're like, all right, the rain's coming in an hour, or like, I've got to go pick up my kids. So like, I only have an hour, and you're forced to just like paint as fast as you can. Sometimes you finish and you're like, well, that was the best painting I ever did, because you're not.
You got out of your way.
Yeah, you're like not focusing on like, all right, I'm going to paint just this like teeny little top of the water bottle or whatever.
Yeah. Again, you care too much.
Care too much.
If you don't
much.
care, yeah.
So much. Yeah. So usually what I'll do is I'll paint, I'll do a plein air painting like somewhere, like I'm going to New York in a couple weeks, in upstate New York and Adirondacks, and I'll do some painting there, but they'll be garbage.
They have great chairs there.
They do have great chairs.
Jesus
They do.
Christ.
You can get them here too.
What?
Yes.
What?
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Wow.
She's right.
I learned something on every one of these shows.
You do. You do.
Yeah, mostly from our guests.
You
but
do,
Thank
yeah.
you. Thank you for
So
that.
I do usually finish my paintings in the studio. And then I'll do some that are from paintings or from pictures. And I try to use what you learn from painting on site, because light's totally different. I'm sure you all have taken pictures on your phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it does that like auto adjust thing
Yeah.
where it makes the sky darker and does weird shit. So so you learn some things about light when you're out painting from real life that you can then apply when you're painting.
Yeah, and it just
studio.
in your observation skills, it's like because you're really focused. Like you do notice things you just don't normally notice because you're just looking at it every day. But when you're focusing on looking at it to translate that to the canvas, it becomes this weird observational trick that you have to play with your mind. So that's very
And
cool.
as like a super nerdy person, I know you recognize that.
Yes.
The nerdy in me sees the honors. There's color theory is really interesting.
Yeah.
So like the other night, did you all see the sunset the other night when it was like this crazy sherbety orange? It was like the color of that. It was nuts. And what's cool is that because of color theory, the trees right below it start to look kind of blue because they're the opposite of orange.
Yeah.
And so when you're painting, you can kind of like punch those things up a little bit, like make the trees a little bit more blue, which then makes the sky look a little bit more orange. And you can kind of play with some of that fun color theory stuff. You can get real dorky about
Yeah,
it.
super dorky.
Yeah, super dorky.
But that's cool though. I mean, it's a great outlet. I mean, you're challenging those different parts of your brain, as opposed to like the yoga is a different part of your brain, but also a different part of your body. But that's very cool.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it is a way, it's almost meditative because when you're in it, when you're sitting there painting, especially when you're painting in plein air and you have no choice but to like be totally locked in, like I got to get this done. There's nothing else you can think about in the moment.
Yeah. You're in the
That's
flow,
nice.
as we call it, the flow.
In the flow.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, because I get that way when I'm working on something and everything just passes by. Like look down, it's like, oh, it's been 3 hours since I've stood up.
Oh yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Whether it's editing or designing, whatever. And then he's like, good Lord, what have I been doing? But and then you go, oh, I've actually created something here that didn't exist 3 hours ago.
That's so cool.
So what else do you do to pass your time?
Yeah. What do you? We always like to ask people what's in your algorithm. Like what's in your feeds. What
like literally on my phone.
Yeah.
Well, just like, yeah, what are you consuming? What are you watching? Is there anything you're binging?
Listening to
We've been talking. You obviously are a busy person. So how do you slide in little slivers of escape? And what is that? Is it a book? Is it watching
or what
something?
garbage
Or
do you intake? Because everything else you do
don't-
is pretty healthy. Like, you know,
Yep.
is there a moment where you're like,
guilty pleasure?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. So I don't watch a lot
Dove
of
bar and
TV.
TikTok. What we got here?
Ooh, I do love a Dove.
Do you?
Dove dark chocolate.
I knew it. I pegged you for a Dove girl.
Yeah. No, I don't watch a lot of TV. I'll watch. I do love like a really good like cult classic movie.
oh, yeah.
Yeah, like UHF. Anybody?
Oh,
watch
yes.
that yet?
Oh wow.
How did we never talk about this?
I don't know. And
I
I've
love UHF.
I've brought my kids up so well. We still quote UHF on
I'm
the
so-
daily.
Amazon Women on the Moon. That's another.
I've
never seen it.
No?
Yeah.
No.
Ooh,
Yeah,
do
so I
yourself
love a
favor.
good like silly movie. Like just every now and then. TV show wise, I just finished rewatching Friends. I'm watching Sex in the City right now. So like your basic
Oh,
bitch.
You're going old school. Yeah.
Yeah, so rewatched Seinfeld a couple years ago. There's something very comforting to me about some of
Yeah.
these like older shows.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well,
absolutely.
we talk about that. Seinfeld plays in our
Yeah.
house like almost daily.
Yeah, as it should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's and then on my feed there's a AI labradoodle.
Go on. Yeah.
Say more.
Yeah.
Cocoa Doodle, I think is its name, and I don't know. It just showed up in my feed, like it does.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember I was watching it, and it just brought me so much joy and delight. It's just the cutest little dog, and just these silly little interactions. And my daughter's like, "Mom, that's AI." I was like, "This is what AI was made for.
There you go.
Making mommy
This is
happy.
okay. This is okay AI."
Yeah.
So that's probably like my guilty pleasure is cute little dog videos.
Yep.
AI videos
Yeah.
of a dog.
Yeah, pretty much.
That is a pretty guilty
Yeah.
pleasure.
Yeah,
And your Dove bar.
Yeah, my podcast that I listen to, I pretty much only listen to either Hidden Brain or Pod Save America.
Oh, yeah.
Positive
Yeah.
Nerd,
Yeah,
it's
I
great.
love those
Yeah.
bros.
I don't know if anybody has had their feeds taken over by all these clips from this soccer player from Norway. Is it Harlan?
Yes. I'm talking about. But
Oh, this is so glorious. This guy is, he looks like a Neanderthal. He looks like he was plucked right out of the drawing of, primordial man and how he
Darwin's,
rises from. Yeah. He looks like he's about, I don't know, 2 in front of the upright
Nice.
walking ape. He purposefully extends his head out when he walks to make him look even more Neanderthal.
and don't they call him the
He
Viking?
is, yes,
Yeah.
and he is so full of love and joy. And I do think I don't have any reason to believe this, but I do think he has some sort of abnormal size heart, because to watch him run down the field and chase someone down, he's like, 6'4" and has the gait of a stallion.
a giraffe.
And he just charges down the field. But I mean, you'll see these videos, highlights, and here's somebody running, and it's him running down to pass them. And then they're like, "Oh, yeah, I'll give it to you." And bam, kick. No, if you get a chance, it's Haarland or Haalend. Erbling, I think, is his first name. Looks like he's been hit in the face a few times.
By some rocks.
And he may have, but if you get a chance, in all the World Cup action that's been going on, every now and then when he pops up my feed, it's so much fun watching this person who's just full of joy and love and loves what they're doing and is excelling at it.
I have watched more soccer
Same.
than I've ever in my
Yeah,
life.
same. And
I've enjoyed every minute of it.
I have too.
Yeah.
And so much so, I think I'm going to look to maybe get tickets to the women's season tickets, because they're the better team here.
Yeah. Have you been to the?
Yeah.
It's great. Have you
That's
been to the
wonderful.
stadium here to watch soccer?
Yeah, once or twice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty great.
Yeah.
It's a fun time.
I haven't watched any of the World Cup.
That's okay.
There's still time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
USA is out of it, so you don't have.
Well,
I
yeah,
heard a
and
few
dude,
costumes on Duolingo.
and didn't you guys know as soon as
Yeah.
Dear Leader got his nose into this?
Yeah, we were
fucked.
shit on it.
Yeah.
I mean, we were fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, he did it to the Knicks.
Yeah.
And yeah.
The Trump curse is what they're calling it, right?
Yes.
Everything Trump touched.
Which I think is a little
Dies.
redundant sound.
ETTD.
That's
I
the
just
same word
spell it
twice.
Trump.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's,
Trump.
you don't need to.
Yeah.
You don't need to say it twice.
All right. Well, I've got some. We've never done this before. I want to
boy.
do a lightning round of questions.
Ooh, lightning round.
So I've prepared some questions.
Fire rapid.
Yeah,
as
fire rapid.
Some people would.
As a, good, as a good friend of ours said. So, and
For listeners out there who know that.
yeah, there's a couple of listeners that recognize that term.
And what are
Some
we?
fire rapid.
What are we firing from?
This right here. So you want to look at those? Do you want
Oh boy.
to
It's not a pre-approved
Well, that's just
list.
rude.
what?
I would not say that.
I would
The last one?
I would never do this.
Okay, I'll mark that off the list. All right, here's one. Okay, if you were to open your phone right now and went to whatever music app that you have, what would be the song that's playing right now?
Hamilton. Well, a song from Hamilton.
That makes
Nice.
sense. Yep,
Nice.
that's
I'm
very
definitely-
timely.
I'm in my Hamilton era at the moment. And if it's not that, it's Olivia Rodrigo because my daughter is in her Olivia Rodrigo.
Yeah, I saw your post about that. You guys went to the album release at Guest Room Records.
We did.
Yeah,
Yes, my
she looked
daughter
very
is-
excited
My
about it.
daughter's so much cooler than I ever was.
Oh, mine are too. So don't worry. Yeah. Okay. On your phone, going back to your phone, what's your wallpaper?
It's pictures of mountains and trees and water. Like I've got
where
a
is
ton of
that?
rotating pictures of landscapes. This one is
Looks like Montana.
Glacier.
Oh,
Glacier.
Yeah.
nice. I heard that question before. I was like, that's a great question. What's the wallpaper for your phone? Oh,
Yeah.
that's interesting.
Yeah, I like that.
Little inside look to what you stare at every day.
Time to
Changes.
change my wallpaper.
Every hour. And it's using, an algorithm of some sort on my phone to
Yeah.
pull like what it thinks are like pretty pictures.
Yeah.
And so then every now and then it'll pull up this like picture of like nasty like weeds and like old dead things. And I'm like, but you can like
A Coke can,
you can
Diet
say-
Coke can in the alley.
gutter. So you can go in and you can say, don't feature this.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It says cheeseburger. Okay. What's your favorite snack?
I really love the almond crackers. I think they're like almond crackers from Kroger. Or it's like the Kroger brand, Simple Truth brand. They're
That's the
little
most
square-
white thing I've ever heard. Almond crackers.
I really like these almond crackers.
They are amazing. Don't hate on my almond crackers. They're crunchy and they're salty. I love a good like salty,
I do.
salty crunchy
Sounds
snack.
actually sounds.
I'm not a potato chip person, but these things, I guess, are my potato chip.
Okay, I do love almonds, so I can't hate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't taste like almonds. They taste like crackers, but
I love
They don't have the
crackers,
same
too.
texture. They just have that like they get stuck in your teeth. You gotta
Yeah, almond. Yeah.
teeth. Yeah.
Okay,
Crackers like crackers.
they do like crackers. All right. Favorite line from a movie? Will it be UHF?
I can't believe you asked me that. That's like so much pressure. I live.
You are my
I swear,
density.
that's a good one.
What?
That's a
You
that's
are
a
my
good one.
density.
From Back to the Future.
It's Back
I
to
know
the
what
Future,
you're
dude.
talking about. Yeah,
Instead
so
of destiny, he's going,
You're my
you are my density.
so much of my vocabulary just is movie quotes that it's so hard to even pick one out. I feel like I'd have to ask like friends and family, like, what is it that I say? a lot?
Yeah.
I think
Or what's one that you?
It would
One of
freak me
my
out if she just said,
favorites-
con.
no.
I know.
I always really liked Zang.
UHF.
No, it's from Wayne's
Wayne's
World.
Wayne's. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of the.
I don't think I've ever laughed so hard in a movie theater in my life when that first came out.
Wayne's World.
Oh, yeah.
Have you rewatched it lately?
It's not that great.
It doesn't really hold
No,
up.
it
know,
is. What are
I know.
you talking about? It is great.
It's
The sequel's not. The two's not. First one is.
Oh yeah,
First
no
one's so
sequel's
good.
ever as good.
Yeah.
No, I thought it was great. I thought it was interesting though. Watching it because my daughter got into it. She actually went as Wayne
Oh,
Wayne
nice.
last year. And her
Nice.
best friend went as Garth, and they just knocked it out
Nailed
of
it.
the park. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we rewatched it, and I was watching. I'm like, there is no drinking
No.
in this movie.
Well, the one guy in the back seat had been drinking.
True.
Yeah.
True.
But you never saw him actually.
you never actually
No.
see him
Yep.
drink.
You just. It was inferred.
Yep.
They go hang out at a coffee shop before they go to the club, and then I think he orders
And he
like
gets a gun
soda
rack.
or something. Not some potato gun rack. That's something that like
Rob Lowe in that fucking movie, man, is just so good. It's just they're all good. I mean, yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad I asked that question, even though you didn't give me a line. Well,
I know.
You
I'm
gave
gonna
me
think
Zane.
about. I'll like text you later.
Okay.
Oh, I know what it is.
Yeah. Well, it's funny. We were talking about speaking of UHF. We're going to Florida in a couple of weeks, and we're going to do a fishing charter. And one of the main fish you're going to catch is red snapper. And
Ah, red snapper.
very nice.
Matthew's laughing. He's like, I don't know what these dorks are talking about.
Inside joke.
And I missed that one.
Add that to your homework.
Yeah.
Listen.
Yeah.
Jeff. Okay, so you like dorky movies. Have you? So this is a good test that Matthew and I have. If you like this movie, then you will remain a friend.
Oh,
Gentlemen Broncos.
I've never seen it. Don't
Have
know
you,
it.
have you watched Napoleon Dynamite?
Of course.
It's this
Now
same
you've
maker.
got some homework.
It's from the same makers.
Wonderful.
It's
You know, I saw the guy that played Napoleon Dynamite
Yeah.
in Los Angeles, like in a
normal setting.
bodega. I was like, oh, that guy down the, I could hear him talking. I
Was
like,
it-
that guy
was he-
sounds
was
like
he your
Napoleon
waiter?
Dynamite. And then I looked-
Jimmy
and then I looked
Tots.
down the road, I was like, oh, it is. It is actually him.
So watch that one.
All right, Gentlemen Broncos.
Gentlemen
Got it.
Broncos. Yeah.
Got it.
And then report back. And if you say, what in the hell did you make me watch? Or that was awesome. That was the only two answers,
Okay.
probably.
Okay.
There's no gray area.
All right.
No,
I'm down.
you're going to love it.
I'm down. Let's do it.
You're going to love it.
Okay. The thing that makes you laugh no matter what.
Ooh.
Like something that you've heard or like a thing that you remember. That you go back
know.
to. Something your kid
know.
did. That's always makes me laugh. Something that our kid did.
Yeah, I really like watching videos of my daughter, especially like the 4 or 5-year-old
Yeah.
age, like when she was just like silly and kind of
Yeah.
like a stand-up comedian. You know,
Yeah.
that stuff makes
They
me
didn't
giggle.
care.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
And that little
Sure.
laugh that they had. That little giggle.
Before they become aware of like
Yeah.
self-awareness.
Yeah.
and-
Before they were like, hey, man, could you just drop me off here?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't say I love you in front of my friends.
Oh, I haven't gotten to that yet. Oh. I'm depressed.
That's what we're here for. All right. Biggest pet peeve.
Ooh. Ooh. Oh, I know exactly what it is. People who swerve out to make a right-hand turn.
Oh,
If you're not driving a semi, there's no fucking need.
yep.
I
Word.
actually saw somebody swerve to the right to make a left-hand turn. And I was like, that was completely unnecessary.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
you're crossing a lane. You've got plenty
You
of
have a lot
room.
of room. Turn your wheel harder. Like, you don't have to swerve. I just don't understand why people do it.
I'd love to imagine her right now in that moment, like so full of road rage
Yeah.
and outside about, look you, motherfucker.
Oh, and if they're not using the turn signal,
lady that owns that
Oh, turn signals are a big one for me. Turn signals are a big
yeah.
Wait.
And I have to check my road rage because I've got one of those cars that's covered in stickers. Everybody knows my car. And it has 502 stickers all over it.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And so people know me. Like if I'm driving like an asshole and somebody's like, well, there's Kat driving like an asshole. Like, I have to be really careful.
Well, thank you for this
Oh, yeah.
so much.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Fun to catch up.
I feel enlightened.
What was that last question that you weren't
I know.
supposed to
I'm
ask?
dying to know what the last question.
It's a deep one. It's the meaning of life.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I think
Friends.
that's a good one. I feel like I needed to have that one ahead of time. My form.
Give a little thought to that.
Thought to it. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking about the soccer player you were talking about, like the joy and love. I think
Yeah.
that's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Find the things that
Finding
bring
that
you
thing.
joy and love.
Yeah. And not care too much.
And don't stop hunting for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to get some of those fucking crackers.
And it's not a finite list, so the journey can continue,
Yeah.
right?
It's true.
So where can people find you on the socials?
Well,
502 Yoga. And all
Step
that.
one is 502 Power Yoga.
Okay.
Follow that account
On
you can-
Instagram.
on Instagram and Facebook. I think there's a TikTok account, but I don't personally tickety tockety. So
I don't think you're using that word right.
so.
Well, Trump
I don't
Trump calls it Tic Tac.
The
I
Tic
don't
Tac.
tick
Yeah.
nor talk. So you can, but I think that there's some videos on there, like tutorial videos
Okay.
and stuff. You can probably see how to do that pose.
Yeah.
there you
Yeah.
go.
Yeah.
And you can follow me personally at YogaCat502, I think is what my handle is. I don't post a lot though, except pictures of my kitten. Just got a kitten recently.
Nice.
And she's adorable. So definitely worth a follow for that content. But otherwise, nothing really good is
Well,
happening over there.
your paintings are your
Oh,
paint.
and
Well, and it
I
sounds
forgot
like
about
keep
that.
an eye out for Cherokee Art Fair. If
Yeah,
might be
yeah.
making a return.
And,
So-
and hopefully this
hope
podcast
so.
will be out by then.
I know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I mean, it should work out.
It all depends. It all
We got
depends.
solid 10 months.
Yeah.
And if you type in Cat Scott dart,
Art.
let me try that again. catscott.art on Instagram. You can see my painting.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
All right, one last thing. Any advice for new yogis that want to get into it?
Don't worry about being able to touch your toes. Don't worry about what you look like. A lot of people don't show up because they think that they need to look a certain, they need to already be good at yoga to be able to do yoga. It's not true. I always tell people saying you're not bendy enough to do yoga is like saying you're too dirty to take a shower. So just show up.
All
start-
that sounds like just good life lessons,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
in general, and even not even yoga specific.
It's like in the words of Nirvana, come as you are.
Come as you
Yeah,
are.
yeah,
Yeah, exactly. Come as you are. So once people kind of get over that initial hump of like people worry that they're going to look stupid, but the reality is that nobody's looking. Nobody's looking. Everybody's looking at. They're all.
And isn't that like life? Nobody's paying attention to you.
Totally.
I try to tell my kid that all the time.
Yep.
Stop giving shit what people think. Like the 4-year-olds and the 5-year-olds. You know, like once you stop worrying about what other people think about you.
Totally.
Yeah.
Because
That's when life starts.
we were talking about this the other day. Like, you know, you think about, like, you do something, you're like, I think I made a fool of myself. You'll think about that more than the person will ever think about it. Like, you thought about it way more than them. So,
Everybody's got their own thing.
yeah.
Yeah. Matthew probably does not remember telling me I care too much.
No, but now I cherish it.
Well, Kat, thank you so much for being a guest. Yeah, it's great to see you. Great
It's
to catch
fun.
up.
It's a great hang.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Yep.
Yeah, much better. Yeah. Thurgood Bartholomew. As far as pods go, this is squad goes. Don't know if y'all know. This is Osmos, sisters holding convos with all the cosmos. A shot of quad roses. Go ahead and pop your shit. A-POD-Calypse. A-POD-Calypse. Now, A-POD-Calypse. A-POD-Calypse. Now, far as pods go, this is squad goes. Don't know if y'all know. Call it Osmos, sisters holding convos with all the cosmos. A shot of quad roses. Go ahead and pop your shit. A-POD-Calypse.